Hello, Cal Lutheran. Welcome to CLU News. I'm Tiffany Caprine.
And I'm Adam Santa Cruz. Today we have a special on local restaurant Three Amigos, as well as an inside look on our study abroad program.
It's all here on CLU News.
Recently, Cal Lutheran's annual Mr. Kingsmen pageant took place, where nominated students showcased their talents, competing for the prestigious title of Mr. Kingsman.
Here's CLU News reporter Georgina Torres with more.
Hey CLU, we're here at the Gilbert Sports and Fitness Center where this year's Mr. Kingsman will take place. Similar to any other pageant, this male pageant consists of 10 contestants who showcase their personality and talent in front of their friends and classmates. However, in this case, the judges. Audience members vote for their Mr. Kingsman.
I think the voters are definitely looking to be entertained. They want someone who makes them laugh, makes them feel good, probably. So I would just say anyone that keeps them entertained the whole time is probably the next Mr. Kingsman.
This year's contestants competed for the title of King of the Jungle.
Well, I didn't do it in necessarily bringing the actual jungle or that theme. I just kind of thought, well, I'm an animal. I'm dressing up like an animal, and I'm also an animal when I'm on stage because it is like a jungle out there. You gotta fight for the spotlight. You gotta fight to be the best and get the best reactions. And I feel like that's very animalistic. So kind of the approach. I had an animal mindset going into my approach.
After a vote for the contestant with the best act altogether, the night ended with crowning Tete Kaneku as the 2016 Mr. Kingsman. Thank you, and back to you in the studio.
What a fun event.
Definitely.
And it showed off the talent we have right here on campus.
Speaking of local talent, if you listen to local radio, you might have heard one of Cal Lutheran's very own professors on air.
That's right, Professor Nancy Rodriguez, who has taught the iCLU radio class on campus for 5 years, has recently sat down with us for an interview about what she's done for the station.
Wow, Nancy is amazing. What a lot of people don't know is that iCLU Radio, the student-run station, is housed inside the KCLU building at North Campus, where the NPR station is located.
I recently got an inside look at both the KCLU and iCLU stations.
Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Lauren Hesterman with the CLU Broadcast News Team, and I'm here at the iCLU radio station at California Lutheran University, where students are given the opportunity to take a class to learn about broadcasting news and even get to host their own show for the entire semester. For the past 3 years, Nancy Rodriguez has been working to build the student radio program at California Lutheran University called iCLU, which gives students the opportunity to produce and host an hour-long show each week.
I've been with iCLU Radio for 3 years now. This is my third and final year. And I do a little bit of everything. So I'm an adjunct professor. I teach the communications class that goes with the radio station. And then I'm the advisor for the radio station. So I help run the radio station. But really, all the students do most of the work. But I'm always available in case something happens.
However, despite the fact that she loves what she does, she has made the difficult decision to leave iCLU indefinitely due to the fact that she and her husband just had their first child, Noah, who is now 7 months old and is requiring more of her time than working with iCLU allows her.
It was a hard decision. It was and it wasn't, because now that I'm a mom, it's one of those things where okay, I want to be in my child's life.
Throughout her time with iCLU, Rodriguez has had the opportunity to form relationships with many students and has worked to garner their interests and refine their skills. One such student is Kevin Kunes, president of iCLU underneath Rodriguez.
There's a lot more than people realize that goes into this program, and it's a lot to manage. And I don't think half of that stuff would get managed at all. It would kind of slip through the cracks if it were not for the diligence of Nancy Rodriguez.
So what's next for Rodriguez, and what's next for iCLU?
I'm leaving too, because I'm graduating in May, but all the rest of our staff members, I think, are going to be staying on. So it's really going to be on their shoulders to kind of continue the Nancy Rodriguez tradition and the standard of excellence that's been upheld so far.
iCLU Radio has become like my baby in a sense before the baby, and now it's time for me to kind of let it go and pass it on to someone else.
This has been Lauren Hesterman with CLU Broadcast News. Thank you, and back to you in the studio.
Wow, Nancy is amazing. What a lot of people don't know is that iCLU Radio, the student-run station, is housed inside the KCLU building at North Campus where the NPR station is located.
I recently got an inside look at both the KCLU and iCLU stations.
Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Tiffany Caprine with CLU News, and we are here at KCLU Studio. All right, I'm here with Lance Orozco. How are you doing today?
Doing great. Thanks for having me.
Great. We have a couple questions for you. First, we wanted to know how you got involved in KCLU.
Oh gosh, it was one of those random things. I just heard that they were looking for a news person, and I'd been working at really big stations in Los Angeles, and I thought it would be fun to work at a smaller place where I could have a little bit more impact. Because if you work at a big station, it's like a big machine and you're like a little cog in it. But at a little station here, you can actually have a real say in the kind of stories that we cover. And so I thought it would be fun, and it turned out to be fun. I've been here 15 years.
All right. And how has the station developed since its start?
Well, when I got here, we had about 30,000 listeners. We have about 105,000 people who listen to the station every week. So our audience has gone through the roof. We've won quite a few awards, which is nice. But, I mean, I think the real thing is when there have been big things that have happened in the community, when we've had brush fires, when we've had, some of the tragic things that have happened in the community, we've had mudslides, the station has been here. And that's what people want, I think, from a news station, is they expect to be able to tune it in. And if they see smoke in the sky, they expect the radio station to be saying, hey, here's what's going on. And I think we've done a good job of doing that over the years, and hopefully we can continue to do that.
All right. And earlier you had said when you make it to the big time, you are always looking over your shoulder. What did you mean by that?
Well, think about it like an actor. Think about it like a professional athlete. Everybody wants to be at the top of their field. And in television, if you're working in a big station or if you're working for a big entertainment show, Entertainment Tonight or something like that, everybody wants that job. And so it's difficult because there's a lot of competition, and it's hard. Once you get to that point, there's always a constant battle to stay there. And so I was lucky enough to work in Los Angeles at a big TV station and do the weather, and it was a great experience for me. But it's one of those things where you're always wondering whether your job is going to be there in 6 months because there's so much competition for those jobs. And if the ratings aren't good, well, maybe it's not going to happen. In fact, it's just like, a movie star. A movie star is as good as their most recent hit. 2 or 3 flops, and all of a sudden that movie star might be looking for work too.
Right. All right, well, thank you very much, Lance.
Thanks for having me.
And back to you in the studio.
Wow, that's amazing. iCLU really looks like a lot of fun. I'll definitely take that class next semester.
Speaking of fun, Adam, you recently had a lot of fun checking out local restaurant Three Amigos.
I did. I went with fellow reporter Rebecca Torres.
Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Adam, and I'm here at Three Amigos, a local hotspot in Thousand Oaks, California. And I'm here today to find out what the customer favorites are. Are you a frequent customer at Three Amigos?
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
I've lived here 35 years, right around the corner.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. What's your favorite item that you get every time you come here?
I get the Popularis Carnitas combo.
Okay, that sounds good. What's in that?
Carnitas.
Sounds good.
And it has the tacos and everything
Okay.
put together.
Okay.
It's really good.
Yeah, so is that what you got today?
Nope. Actually, I changed. I always get the same thing. So today I got a tostada salad.
Oh, sounds good.
And there we go.
Thanks so much, guys. And what's your favorite item on the menu?
Probably the veggie burrito.
Okay. What does that come with?
Beans, rice, veggies, sour cream, cheese.
All the important stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much. So I'm standing here with Ivonne, a cashier at Three Amigos restaurant, just to get the 411 on what the most popular items on the menu are. So what's the most popular item that you've seen that customers seem to enjoy the most?
Definitely the Three Amigos. It's very popular.
Okay, cool. So what does that contain?
It comes with rice, beans, pasilla peppers, salsa, your choice of meat, guacamole.
Awesome, cool. So what's your favorite item? Is it the same or do you have a different item?
I prefer the veggie burritos.
Okay. Sounds good. Do you see a lot of Cal Lutheran students come into the restaurant? Like, is it mostly Cal Lutheran students or is there a lot of people from the community?
Mostly people from the community. We do get often CLU students, so yeah.
Cool, sounds good. Okay, thank you. Well, there you have it. Those are some of the local favorites at Three Amigos. Make sure you check it out next time you're in the area. Back to you in the studio.
Many students at Cal Lutheran plan on studying abroad, but are unsure about the experience.
Here's CLU News reporter Annika Moe with more about studying abroad.
Thanks, guys. Studying abroad gives students the opportunity to grow as a person by exploring the world and meeting different cultures. I am now standing outside of the Study Abroad Center, where the director, Lisa Loberg, will further elaborate on this.
We have program partnerships and program locations in over 70 countries. So we have options available for students of all majors, all interests, all different types of program options available.
The Study Abroad Center helps students incorporate an international dimension into their college experience. Spending a summer, semester, or year abroad, students broaden their horizon and gain global perspectives.
I studied abroad in an island in the south of Brazil called Florianópolis, and I chose this place because I met a Brazilian family and I fell in love with their culture.
I went to London, England, and I chose London because it's a huge metropolitan area, a lot going on. I mean, you can go out clubbing, or you can, just find a nice bookstore, or anything in between.
What made me want to study abroad was just, being independent and seeing these different cultures in different countries.
Certainly, if there is any type of an emergency situation or something like that, we are in touch with students right away, and we do keep track of, what's going on in the different locations where our students are.
I had been to Spain before, and being able to study is such a different experience. It's a lot more fulfilling than just being a tourist. I got to take a class in Spanish and learn about the history of Seville, which was really interesting.
Studying abroad actually exceeded all of my expectations, because I think that for the first time, I was able to be independent, and it just gives you this feeling of finding yourself, learning things about yourself. You're learning things about a new culture. So those were things that exceeded my expectations. I didn't think I was going to absorb so much of the different cultures that I found in all those other countries. It was just so much fun living on a ship and being free.
A part of the process before going abroad is to decide where to live. When studying abroad, the students get a variety of housing options.
A popular option is a homestay, especially if students are wanting to learn the language of the place where they're going, or they're wanting to learn more about the culture.
I keep in touch with my host mom every now and then. We talk through WhatsApp or FaceTime, and I talk to my host sister through Viber, so it's been good that I've been able to connect with them. I think my experience was great because I learned a new culture and I also learned a new language.
The opportunities in the future that studying abroad leads to is a big aspect of a student's decision to leave the country.
All of those things that you want to be competitive in the workforce, a study abroad on your resume is really going to be important. So I would say it's not so much about whether or not you should do it, it's when and where should you go, what kind of experience is going to help you be marketable in your future career.
Students have already started their preparations for an adventure abroad. Prior to applying, students meet with the Study Abroad office to discuss the process ahead.
I'm going to Paris, France, and I chose Paris because I love France. I love the culture, the food, the language, and the language is actually one of the main reasons I want to go, because I really want to learn French.
Oh, I'm going to Hong Kong. I chose it because I'm from Europe and I have lived in America for 2 years now, so I really wanted to go to Asia.
Since I'm already studying abroad, I'm a Norwegian student studying in California, I saw that one of the best ways that I've learned more about myself is to move here, and it's been a challenge, but it's been awesome. So now I want to do that again and challenge myself further.
What would you say to someone who is considering studying abroad?
100% do it. It's so worth it.
Definitely do it.
Not think twice about it.
You have to do it. It's really, it sounds cliche, but it really is an experience of a lifetime. And I always tell students, if you're on the fence about whether or not you want to study abroad, if your future self could talk to your current self, there would be no question.
So it looks like the students who have already taken a semester abroad recommend studying outside of the country. And those who are planning to do so seem really excited. Reporting for CLU News, my name is Annika Norimo. Now back to the studio.
Wow, I definitely want to study abroad now. There's so much culture to learn about.
Me too, Adam. But there is a hidden culture gem you can visit here in Thousand Oaks.
Really? Where?
The Botanical Gardens of the World. Let's see what these beautiful gardens have to offer.
Hi, this is EJ Edinburgh from CLU Broadcast News reporting live at the Conejo Valley Botanic Gardens. Come check it out. The Conejo Valley Botanic Gardens is located on 400 West Gainesboro Road. It's 33 acres of alluring and natural terrain. The garden has 15 unique areas full of various plants and flowers. A few of these destinations are the Desert Garden, the Butterfly Garden, the Orchid, and the Tranquility Garden. Hi, we're here at the Botanic Gardens right now with Joe. And Joe, how often do you come to the Botanic Gardens?
Well, I don't come that often, maybe once a month, but I just live about a half a mile from here.
What do you like most about the gardens?
I just come here to get exercise.
Don't forget your hiking shoes, because the gardens have various trails and hills that are great for exercise and walking. The gardens also provide benches spread about for some relaxation or simply studying. The gardens stay open from sunup to sundown during the week and only 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Sundays. Between the unique gardens, the graceful trails, and the beautiful viewpoints over the city, I would suggest you definitely come take a look for yourself. After seeing the Botanic Gardens, I hope you guys come and check it out. If you guys want to come on a walk or you guys just want to check out the plants, I'd highly advise it. All right, this is EJ Edinburgh once again. Back to you in the...
Our baseball team is on fire this season.
They've hit a home run with head coach Marty Slimak.
Here's CLU News reporter Connor McKinney with more on the story.
Connor McKinney here to catch up with the men's baseball team here at Ullman Stadium, see how they're doing on their 2016 season. Kingsmen have started strong with a 15-8 record and hope to continue with this momentum through the rest of their season as well as into playoffs. This season has been pretty successful for you. How have you been carrying this momentum onward?
We just been trying to have a really positive attitude during practice, before games. The older guys will try and get the younger guys ready, pick up the energy a little bit.
Okay. So how have you been preparing personally for this season?
We do morning weights, so that's been keeping us nice and strong. A lot of stretching. It's a long season, so you got to stay loose. And then just mentally being ready to go in every game and give it all.
So has the training sessions for this season been different than past seasons?
Yes, we have a new trainer this season, Chris Cabrera. He was on the football team a few years ago. Just a lot of explosive movements. We've gotten a lot stronger as a team. As a team, the Kingsmen hold a .321 batting average with a .407 on-base percentage, as well as 12 home runs on the season, and currently hold a 4-game win streak in 23 games. So that's how our Kingsmen are doing. Let's make sure to support them in the rest of their season. I'm Connor McKinney. Back to you in the studio.
The Regals softball team recently took on the Redlands Bulldogs in a head-to-head game.
Here's CLU News reporter Brooke Straeter with all the details.
Hi, I'm Brooke Straeter reporting right outside Hutton Field, where the Cal Lutheran Regals softball team is facing off against the Redlands Bulldogs. The Regals stand 4-6 in SCIAC Conference, and the Bulldogs stand 8-8. In the first game of the doubleheader, Courtney Suey led the Regals to an 8-0 victory with a complete game shutout, allowing just 4 hits and 2 walks while striking out 2.
After the second inning, I kind of settled in a little bit more. I knew that I needed to throw as well as I could.
Cal Lutheran got on the board in the bottom of the third when Amanda Lewis singled to left, driving in the first run of the game. This momentum continued for the remainder of the innings.
10 times better. It makes it so much easier to go out there as a pitcher when you know your team is behind you because they put the runs on the board, and you know that you can give up a couple runs and you're fine because your teammates picked you up, and it's amazing when that happens.
Suey returned to the mound for Game 2 for 6 innings. This time, Redlands took an early 3-0 lead and later scored 9 more runs, allowing the Bulldogs to earn a 12-1 victory over the Regals.
Redlands is a really good team, and so I was just trying to put the balls in play and have my teammates make plays so we can get some outs.
After this split series, the Cal Lutheran Regals will face off against Whittier for a doubleheader on April 9th. This has been Brooke Straeter. Now back to you in the studio.
Now we have the latest on Instagram and its recent controversial update.
Yes, Instagram, the social media app used for sharing photos, is following parent company Facebook's footsteps. Instagram recently announced that it was changing its newsfeed algorithm to feature photos it believes its users will want to see first, instead of featuring photos in chronological order.
The update is very controversial, as many users prefer Instagram to Facebook because of its chronological newsfeed.
Let's see what CLU students think of this update.
Hey CLU, I'm Carrie Portillo.
And I'm Amber Rocha, and we're here today on the Spine to ask you, the student body, what you think of new social media updates that have been implemented that have been causing quite a stir.
Yes, today we're mainly going to talk about Instagram's new update. As of March 29th, 2016, Instagram has decided to completely change the way you see your newsfeed. From now on, you won't just see posts from people you follow in chronological order. Instagram has decided that they want to show you posts that they think you'll like, when they think you'll like them. Let's see what you guys think.
On today's Street Beat.
I hate it. I freaking hate it. Like, the reason why I'm following someone in the first place is to see their stuff. Like, I don't need their stuff to pop up first. You know, consecutive order, chronological order is enough.
My original opinion that it was messed up, I didn't really like it because I saw all of those, like, turn on your notifications so you can still see my posts. And then an article came out that I saw online from BuzzFeed, I think, and it said that that's not actually how it's going to be. It was like a rumor that started spreading, and it's actually just going to be like top posts from the day, and it's going to be like what you would most likely be interested in. So I don't think that's actually the worst thing ever.
What do you guys think of the new Instagram update?
I don't like it because I would prefer for people to see my posts when I post them. I post them at strategic times so that more people see them, and I like that. So
yeah, I don't really like it either because I like to see all my friends' posts, and just going through and picking people, I don't really want to go through that.
I think that's kind of stupid. I guess they should just have it like it is in chronological order because I don't want to go Instagram stalking people.
I heard of a new update, and at first I was a little bit confused because a lot of people I follow were saying turn on your notifications, and I'm like, no thanks, like I really don't want to do that. And then once I understood like all the popular people that I follow, like celebrities and stuff like that, would be showing up at the top, I just think it's kind of absurd because I feel like it's turning into like a popularity contest.
I think that it's gonna have a lot of bad reviews to it, and people are gonna slow down on using it because they're not gonna be satisfied with the amount of likes they get.
What's your opinion on the new Instagram update? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, thanks, Murphy. Thanks.
Wow, CLU, as always, you never fail to give an interesting opinion.
You guys sure did have a lot to say.
Signing off, I'm Carrie Portillo.
And I'm Amber Rocha.
Back to you in the studio.
That's all for this episode. I'm Adam Santa Cruz.
And I'm Tiffany Caprine. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on
CLU
CLU News.